welcome back to Frankie Panky's Journey. Yeah. It is a celebration for monetization. So I wanted to celebrate with you guys. And guess what? I made delicious spaghetti. My mama made some meatballs. Somebody wanted spaghetti and meatballs. So I made spaghetti and meatballs and a delicious Italian salad. And then I also have my own version of olive oil salad dressing, which I was telling you guys about last time. It's so freaking good. And I just put, basically, I put in this thing, because there's not enough room on this tray, and I'll put it on when I get ready, but I don't want like a soggy salad. So I put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then some ginger and garlic, salt and pepper, and then coconut meal. So, oh, and honey, like fresh good honey. Yeah, so good. 1 tablespoon of honey. Okay, and then I got my cheese for my salad, and it's already on salad, but for my sketty here, my spaghetti, and my delicious tea. Guys, we are celebrating the holiday season, and we are gonna have some story time today. So good, juicy story time. And then, okay, I'm gonna take this off because I wanted to do a Christmas thing for you guys. So I got this cool, I know, really cool thing. This cool little tray, and I put it this way so you guys can see. It says Merry Christmas. So I'm gonna use that throughout the month of December because it's holiday, guys. Okay, put my spaghetti back up so you guys can see it. And my delicious salad. Yeah. Okay, so I've got my little reindeer and my little Santa, my packages, my decals. So I'm going to have a Christmas theme and these awesome lotus glasses and my antlers. Okay, so I'm excited. We are having deliciousness. Oh yeah. So I'm excited to share with you guys when I get my first check and how much it's going to be. Okay, so I figured out, I started my channel in July. And so I officially set it up like the weekend of 4th of July weekend when I was with my cousin, Sauce Queen. And we set up the channel then. And then I made my first official video like around the 24th of July, so it's like a month. So, and I just got monetized like, what was it, 2 weeks ago, you guys? I think it's 2 weeks ago. So it took me a little over, what was it, 3.5 months? I have meat sauce and then I have meatballs. I'm not a big fan of meatballs, but somebody asked for meatballs, so I said, okay, make me a couple, Mom. So I wanted spaghetti and meat sauce. That's what I like. But I am willing to please you guys, so that is what we're doing here. Oh yeah. Yummy. So, yeah, a little over, oh yeah, finish that cheese off. A little over 3.5 months it took me to get 1,000 subscribers, and I got that actually within like almost like 3 weeks. I got like 1,000 subscribers. It went really quick. I was shocked. I was like, wow, this is awesome. But then it took me a little longer to get my watch hours, and they wanted 4,000 watch hours, so that took me the longest, and that's what took me almost 3.5 months. So okay, so I have to move this tray next to me. Because spaghetti sauce gets so messy. And I've been up since 3:30, you guys, and I have to go in at 3:30. I think it's like, I don't know, 6 here. So yeah, it's gonna be a good video, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely have a hearty meal and go to bed so I can get up and go to work. So yeah. So I was like, oh, I'm hungry. My mama made me some spaghetti and yeah. So good. But I wanted to do this video for you guys because you guys have been asking for spaghetti. And then my cousin Shauna challenged me to the taco challenge, you guys. So she's like, let's do 24 tacos. And I was like, that's going to be a challenge, right? I don't think I need 24 tacos, but I will definitely go up to the challenge. So I will definitely try the taco challenge for sure at some point. However, somebody challenged me to eat those single Kraft cheese in 3 minutes, how many you can eat. And I was like, oh no, I'd puke. I can't eat that crappy Kraft cheese. That dollar stuff you get, no ma'am. So I definitely had to decline that one. Yeah, just couldn't happen. So good. So once I get monetized, I mean, I'm already monetized, but once I get my first check, you guys, I'm gonna totally share it with you, let you know, like what I got, what my best videos was, how much I made off like one of my top videos. So I'm excited to share with you guys like how it works and everything, because you guys made my journey part of it. So oh yeah. So I'm super excited, you guys, to tell you some really juicy Christmas stories from like childhood and stuff. Like, I remember telling you guys Christmas is like one of my favorite holidays. Good choice, whoever asked for spaghetti meatballs. I'm like loving it. Sauce is like so good tonight. Okay, so as a child, I have so many childhood memories of Santa. And Santa was a little different for me than it is for like kids now, because they have all these cool like technologies where you can call in and find out where Santa is, or you know, people have their neighbors dress up as Santa and bring a big old sack of toys or whatever, and you know, or some reindeers that they live on a farm or whatever. So it's a little different here because, you know, I grew up in California, so don't have those abilities, but oh yeah. So every year when we were kids, my parents used to take us to the mall. We have our pictures taken with Santa, of course. We get all dressed up, wear our holiday sweaters, our dresses, whatever my mom would make us wear. I remember one year from my great aunt, she would make us holiday sweaters. And one year she made this, and I swear I must have been like maybe 12. And she made me a Tweety Bird sweater. And let me tell you about Tweety Bird sweater. It was not like, I'm talking about the ugliest holiday sweater. Well, who wants to wear a Tweety Bird when you're like 12 years old, okay? But she was the most loving, great aunt on my mom's side. And, you know, so they lived like really close. And, so they lived like within 10-mile radius from where we grew up. And she made my sister, she made it, I can't remember what she made it her, but it was like something similar to Tweety Bird. And my mom made us take school pictures in the Tweety Bird sweater. It was holiday pictures in the Tweety Bird sweater. I was like, Mom, enough of the Tweety Bird sweater. I was like so mortified by the time the Tweety Bird was over. Yeah. And they were like crocheted sweaters, you know? Like back then people used to make homemade gifts, okay? And you'd like come home with this like homemade gift and be all excited, and family would, you know, make homemade gifts or whatever. Sometimes they're the best, but I was like, Mom, please don't tell her she's making a Tweety Bird sweater for me again. No, ma'am. Oh my gosh, most glorious thing. But we had some great memories. So definitely was different. Look at that. I remember every year going over another one of my mom's side of the family, and we would go over to my great grandmother's house, who lived fairly close to us. I don't remember what city she lived in, but she lived fairly close to us, like within an hour. And she loved blue, you guys, blue. And I'm talking about like the really like ocean blue. Her tree would be white with blue balls, literally. Blue lights, blue balls, everything was blue ornaments. And they were not like the plain blue balls. They were the sparkly ones or the really glassy ones. And it was always a white tree with blue balls and blue lights. And I remember my great-grandfather, he would decorate the house. Everything had to be blue and white. Even the lights outside. But what was really funny about her, she would always have stale candy in the cookie jar, in the candy jar, I mean. So every year we'd go to her house and she would make these popcorn balls. And they were the most stale popcorn balls ever. But these are funny memories, you guys. You know, like funny things you think about your great-grandparents or your great-aunts, you know. Just like really funny things that you think about when you're a kid. And you always, I remember telling my grandmother, like, Grandma, please don't take me to your parents' house because, you know, she's got stale candy in the candy jar. And she would just say, take it and we'll get rid of it when we get to the car. I'm telling you, some of the funniest things about growing up, you know, when you're kids, with the whole Santa thing. And she would take us to the mall, and inside the mall they had the merry-go-round. I don't know if you guys remember merry-go-rounds, but they were like really cool back then. And always to McDonald's and to go around the merry-go-round in the mall. That was her like treat to us. It was so cute. I dropped a little bit down here, so I was still nibbling, guys. So, fun memories of growing up, you know, with the holidays, and so memorable. I mean, I remember going to all these Christmas concerts when we were kids, going to like different plays. It was like a big to-do when we were younger. Now, as an adult, I love Christmas still. And I love to go see the holiday lights. I like to go to Christmas activities. But I will check off the box of holiday sweaters. Word. I've had my share of those suckers. Yeah, no Tweety Birds. No ma'am. Oh yeah. But I don't even participate in a holiday ugly sweater contest. I'm like, I can't even do it. Can't bring myself to it. Nope. It's like so good. It's slipping right off my fork. I love mixing my sauce in the pan with my noodles. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I don't like really sauce laid on top of my noodles. I have to have it pre-mixed. It's so much more savory. I can't even speak because I'm like so tired. Ugh. Yeah, it's super good. So, one thing when we were kids, and this went on to like, well, past like, I think it was like, maybe I was 18, maybe even a little older. But every year, like faithfully every year, my grandparents on my mom's side, and we did a lot of stuff on my mom's side, because a lot of, when we were growing up, like they lived here. Like everybody lived here in California. So everybody was closer, you know, we can get together with all of our cousins. We had a lot of family time with my mom's side here because everybody would live here. So it was a little different than my dad's side. They lived here, but it was like not for a long time. So they ended up moving to like Texas. So, I mean, we got to spend time together, but not as much as my mom's side. Oh yeah. So every year on Christmas Eve, my mom would have both sets of my grandparents over for Christmas Eve dinner. So it'd be my dad's parents, my mom's parents, and for several years, I mean, not like my dad's parents would come over when they lived here. Of course, and then when they moved out of state and moved to Texas, of course, they weren't here, but yeah. But they would come over, and my mom would make homemade enchiladas. That is like one of our traditions. Every year we have on Christmas Eve, we have enchiladas, and we always have beef enchiladas. So everybody has a tradition, and everybody has different things they do, you know, on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. But we still celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day. I know a lot of people have gone to this new trend where they celebrate on Christmas Eve, but it doesn't feel like it's Christmas unless it's on Christmas Day, you know? So, we would get together and we would either sing, or we would watch a movie, or we'd play cards, or we would laugh, or we'd just have like really good family time on Christmas Eve with my grandparents. And then on Christmas morning, my mom's parents would come back over on Christmas morning, and my dad would make a huge omelet breakfast. And I'm talking about huge omelets with, I'm telling you, the fixings, like, I mean, loaded omelets with everything you can imagine. Potatoes, fruit, orange juice. My dad loved to make breakfast on Christmas morning. Only time really he cooked, but I mean, he would barbecue, but he worked a lot, so he didn't really have an opportunity to do a lot. So again, he loved to cook. He just didn't have a chance to do it. But he would make the most delicious omelets, you guys, to die for. And we'd have this big ass meal on Christmas morning. And every year, my sister, like clockwork, still to this day like clockwork, gets up at the butt of dawn to open her presents. It's just crazy. I mean, of course, we don't get presents anymore now that we're adults, you know. like we get fend for ourselves, but she adamantly gets up still so early. It's crazy. I'm just like, wow, I can't believe you still do that. Look at this, guys. I was so full. But I'm going to still eat my salad, and it was so delicious. Oh, yeah, I've got to get this salad. Oh, yeah. So, every Christmas... Oh, this thing, like, itches after a while. Ugh. Okay. So... Oh, yeah, I got to stir my dressing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Look at this, you guys. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so every year my grandparents would come over, and they come over in their big ass. I mean, Cadillacs used to be like really popular, you guys, back in my day. For older people, like grandparents used to always love Cadillac. Cadillac was like, if you felt like you had status, like a Lexus or BMW or whatever, it was always like a Cadillac, you know. So my grandparents just loved, like my mom's parents loved to have that status of like having a Cadillac, even though they were like broke ass people. But they just loved to drive a Cadillac. It was the most hilarious thing. So they would come over in their red Cadillac, and that thing was so broken down, the seats you would get in there. And it was like all ripped and torn. It was hilarious. But on the outside, it was great shape, but you would never know it. Then the inside was like Scary Mary. Because they drove that thing around like with pride. They were so excited over it. And Cadillacs used to be really pricey too. Crazy. I don't even know how much they are anymore, because who drives Cadillacs anymore, you know? But I'm telling you, it was a big deal back then. But they would come over bright and early every Christmas morning, and we'd call them on Christmas morning and say, Grandma, Grandma. And we used to call our grandfather Poppy. We would say, Grandma, Poppy, hurry up, come over. We're so excited. We can't wait to open our gifts. And my grandfather would come over, and he'd have this big red shirt on. And he had like a belly on him, so he looked like Santa Claus when we were kids. So he'd come over with this big, bright red shirt on and a Santa hat. And he was like jolly, and he would be all excited, and he would bring us stockings, and my grandmother would bring her stockings, and we would just like have all these good memories when we were kids of our grandparents coming over every Christmas morning, and just, you know, having enchiladas the night before. It was just like the best memories. So traditions for us was like every Christmas Eve we would get verbatim pajamas. And still to this day, we open one gift, and it's pajamas. So that's what we get for Christmas now, because we're grown adults, you know, so we don't really need to have presents, but we do the pajamas. So that's like the best thing. Even though we know what it is, but it's, you got to keep up the tradition. It's so much fun. Because that could be like super silly pajamas, you know? But as we got the adults now, like we've taken trips on Christmas, we've gone to different places, because sometimes we don't even put up a tree. Because, you know, not because like we don't want to, it's just sometimes it's just like a lot of work, you guys, now that, you know, you're an adult, you're just like, oh, I have to put the tree up. No, you know what I mean? I have to put the garland up. It's like dreadful now. But I have like a lot of memories of doing that when I was younger. But really good salad, you guys. I had big pieces of salami and spinach, coleslaw, cheese, carrots. Oh, so good. I don't buy the packaged salads anymore. I just make my own salad because I end up having to add stuff to it anyway. So, but one of the coolest memories I have as a child is every year, we would, it was like around the 12th or 13th of every like month of the December. We would usually have our like hometown Christmas parade in our hometown. We'd go there, watch the parade. Sometimes me and my sister would be in it, you know, twirling flags or something with high school or something. We were always, you know, in the hometown parade or whatever. I have to eat this like this. I love salami, you guys. So good. So we would sit in the parking lot when we were in the parade, and we would always go and get Del Taco. Del Taco was like our fave, you guys. We'd get up early, go get Del Taco, go to the Christmas parade. And then afterwards, there was like a farm, and they closed it like probably after maybe 10 years after we were doing this. But there was a farm like literally up the street from our house, and they sold fresh Christmas trees, you guys. And growing up, I never had an artificial tree. It was always fresh. We'd buy a fresh tree every year. So this farm was a fresh Christmas tree farm. And what you do is you go pick it out, your tree, and then they would tag it. And then you would go back. Like, so they, oh, excuse me. They would open up like the first week of December. So you go pick out your tree. Oh, I got the hiccups down. And then, once you pick it out, they tag it, put your name on there, and then you go back and you can cut it down, like a couple weeks later or a week later, or whenever you want. And it was so much fun because one year we cut the tree down and we brought it home, and my dad was hosing the tree out, you know. And guess what popped out, you guys? I felt like I was on a National Lampoon like video. Literally, a squirrel popped out, and oh my gosh, my dad was like freaking out because he wasn't expecting it, because he was like joking around about it, and then all of a sudden, like it literally came out, and me and my sister were like shocked. It was like scaryville. But I love fresh trees because they smell so good, you guys. So good. So I have lots of traditions, lots of good family memories, you guys. I just absolutely love Christmas because I had so many family memories growing up as kids. All the things I did with my grandparents, both sides, great-grandparents, aunts and uncles, just holiday celebrations. Like, you know, when I was younger, like, there was so much family activity going on between my mom's side, my dad's side. I mean, just the holidays were just like full of like joy and happiness and everything that was going around. So it was like a big difference from like now. You know, as you're becoming an adult, it's a lot different now. But yeah. So good. Really enjoying the salad, you guys. And the spaghetti was delicious. Oh yeah. So like I said, I mean, we don't do anything now special. You know, we just... But when you become an adult, like, it's so different now, you know. Everybody's moved out and moved away, and so it's a lot different now. But, guys, I'm so full. I'm like shocked that I eat a lot of that, but I was sitting forever today at work, and sometimes when I sit there, I'm like craving food. And of course, I didn't bring that much in my lunch pail because I didn't know how long I was going to be at work today. So, but I did know I was going to make you guys spaghetti and have a delicious salad, so. Delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for your support, your love. Jingle all the way. My reindeers, my cool glasses, and my theme, you guys. I can't do a lot in this kitchen because there's not a lot of room to really put up a theme, but I found these decals and I was like, ooh, that'd be fun to put up. And I loved my little tray. So anyway, I am going to do some more videos this month. So we will have some more Christmas themes, some more Christmas stories. And tell me what your guys' traditions are. Maybe you have some of the same traditions of pajamas, or I know a lot of people have traditions of always getting pajamas or something. Tell me what some of your favorite stories are when you guys were kids. I love to hear that stuff. It's so much fun. And it brings joy. We need to have joy right now because there's just too much going on and everybody is having a really hard time with depression and whatnot. So we need to bring some joy and have some, joy in the video with everybody. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to take off here and head to bed. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I will probably post this sometime this weekend only because, yeah, I need to get to bed and it's not going to happen tonight. So, all right, guys. Love you guys. And we'll see you next time. Bye.